Welcome to another night of craft night here at Simply Made Local. I'm like, what night is it? Thank you for joining us. I always do that in the beginning of these videos. I like to keep it fresh and confusing. We are the team from simplymadelocal.com. We are a virtual online Etsy alternative handmade marketplace, a place for you to shop for custom, unique, and personalized, amazing products from some of the most talented artists in the United States. And we are the ladies behind the scenes operating Simply Made Local. I'm Abby.
Ryan.
Taylor.
Carrie.
Are you sure? And we come to you live every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to bring you a fun, new, trending craft. We bring it here. We show you 4 different ways to make that craft. We break it down and give you all the tips and tricks that you need to know to get started on a new project. But pretty much it's just a way for us 4 girls to get together on a Thursday night, have a cocktail, and stay crafty because we're super busy during the week. So we thank you for joining us. As most of you know, we do share our supply list and tell you what we're working on every week on the Saturday before. So last Saturday, we announced on our social media on Instagram and Facebook at Simply Made Local what we are doing tonight. And you can grab those supplies and craft along with us, or you can just relax, get yourself a drink, and tune in and learn some new tips and tricks for you to start a project at some other time. I don't know. So anyways, hi girls, how you doing this week?
I'm good. Today's been like the really nice chill day, so it's been good.
I love that. Sometimes when we come on here, we're just so like frazzled, but today's been a really good day. I agree. I'm in the same boat as you. Yeah. So we are just going to let a couple people continue to come on and join us. We are going to share this video to some of our favorite crafty groups. And while you come on, please speak up and let us know who you are.
Also, Taylor, I don't know if you know, but you're sideways.
So, okay, I have to fix this. So, okay, is that better?
Yeah.
You're perfect.
No.
You are perfect.
Okay. So, my current Wi-Fi situation is not optimal, so hold on one second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Mark just said this is his favorite time on a Thursday. So thank you, Mark,
just
for joining us.
Difficulty.
Love any excuse to be crafty, and we don't get the opportunity too often these days. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, thanks.
Taylor, were you going to say something? Taylor might be frozen.
I think.
Am I back? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. Okay. I'm sharing in groups. It's my time to also remind you that I don't know if Abby already said this, but if you guys are from anywhere fun or just even not fun, we want to know where you're from. And because we're not necessarily from anywhere fun, we're from the Inland Empire. I can't really talk. But let us know where you guys are from. Let us know what you guys are crafting, because we always like to know what you guys make. And if you guys are interested in seeing anything in particular on Thursday craft nights, let us know, because yes, we do plan out what we're going to make for, months ahead of time, but that does not mean we won't throw something else in that you guys want to see. So let us know.
We're flexible and adaptable.
We are. We survived 2020, so that proves right there that we are flexible and adaptable. But also,
yes,
we are starting to do a lot more tutorials, short tutorials on TikTok, as well as our YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, we are on YouTube at Simply Made Local. If you haven't already, please go over there and subscribe to our channel, because that really supports us, and we thank you for that. We put out different tutorials all the time. So if there's something that you would like us to break down, show you how to do, please let us know in the comments below. Okay, we're just about done here. I'm sure you guys are excited to know what we're doing tonight. Ryan, do you want to share with everybody what we're doing?
We are making resin pendant necklaces. So we're each taking a little spin on it like we always do. I think the 3 other girls are using traditional resin. I am going to be making mine with instant hard UV resin. And I'm making 2 like teardrop pendants and 2 triangle pendants. Honestly, only because that's the little package that I got at Michael's. I'm putting dried flowers in 2 of mine, a piece of scrapbook paper in one with some glitter, and these really cute little fruit clay piece things. Carrie, I think, is doing some origami owl charms. Taylor's doing scrapbook paper and some jewels. And Abby, you're doing dried flowers too?
I have some, dried pressed flowers.
I have a couple flowers too.
So that's what we're making. And I just realized that mine are all gold, so I don't have a gold chain, but I'll find one.
Yes, I actually went to Michael's and got all of my supplies. I will share with everybody that this is not our first time doing resin projects. We do have another tutorial up on our YouTube channel that we did over last summer, and we really showed how to just make different things. So if you're looking for different ideas on crafting with resin, definitely check that out on our YouTube channel. But tonight we're all doing jewelry, and I was really excited to do this. So I kind of wanted to spend a little bit more money on this project because I want to wear this, and I was really excited to be able to do this. So I recently did a different resin project over the holidays. I made my husband a really awesome gift. He's probably watching right now, so he'd be really excited that I'm going to share this with you. But look how cool this is. I made a serving tray where I applied resin, and I painted this portrait, and then I put some more resin over it. And now my husband has a really nice place to put the remotes and his drinks, and we play cards a lot, so we actually play gin on this, our gin board game. I know that sounds exciting.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But
I love it.
Very much. That's our exciting Friday night. And I just adore my husband for doing that with me. So anyways, so I had a ton of resin left over, as you could see here. And so I wanted to be able to spend a little extra money on my jewelry pieces. So me and Carrie have the same pieces, but there's hollow gold plated pieces. And then I got these pretty gold chains. So I'm going to make 2 necklaces tonight using that resin and some pressed flowers. I can't really hold these up to the camera very much, but I found these at Michael's too, and I just thought that was so neat. I have pressed flowers before, but this time I was actually pressed on time, so I did not press my own flowers. So I'm really thankful that Michael's section in their jewelry section with some ready to go resin or pressed flowers. But I will tell you, on a previous project, I have found pressed flowers in different online marketplaces. So you do have other options as well if you need something like that. So you don't have to buy from a big box. Thank you.
Yeah.
And speaking of marketplaces, if you are looking for something handmade and special, please come on over. You just really need to check out simplymadelocal.com. It is a handmade marketplace where you're just going to find so many different items. We've got a ton of Valentine's Day ideas and products going up right now. It's just kind of like a pink frenzy on the site, but they do have a lot of masculine stuff. So if you're looking for the hubby, we have a very talented maker located here in California that works with wood, Cal style, and he has some beautiful cutting boards and ukuleles. How talented is that? I mean, it's just really quality work. So we've got all that on the site at simplymadelocal.com. As well, if you're a maker and you're looking for a new shop, come check us out. So let's get started.
Do it.
Do you want to talk about your fast resin?
Yeah, I was actually really, really excited for this project because I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos about people using this, and I was telling the girls before we got on that I really want to, I go through pop sockets pretty quickly and I get tired of paying for them, so I'm kind of using this as a trial to see if I can make some other cool crafts with this whole process. So all you need is the UV resin craft, and I did get this at Michael's, and a little, my cord trick, and a little UV light. It just turns on there. I had a little one that I used for my nails, but I could not find it. And this one wasn't very expensive. It was only $14. So yeah, and I actually got the same little packs as Abby and Carrie, and same dried flowers, but I had other flowers as well. So what you do, I guess, is I'm reading the directions, is you and you can also use this UV light in direct sunlight. It just takes a little bit longer. So it's 2 to 4 minutes under the UV lamp, or 10 to 15 minutes in direct sunlight to cure it. So that's pretty cool. It's a whole lot faster than 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Mine's gonna take a while.
Yes, and part of you joining us tonight is you're going to learn a lot of tips and tricks because we have worked with resin. So we're going to offer you a lot of do's and don'ts. I don't think a lot of people really realize how long it takes for regular resin to, what is that proper word?
Cure.
I was under the wrong impression. I thought it was like, I don't know, 12 hours. When I did that tray project, each layer took about 24 hours.
Yeah, if you're doing something tiny like a little pendant, it wouldn't take 12 hours, but the bigger, obviously, the thicker you use it, the longer it takes to dry.
Yeah, definitely.
So
also, should we preface that safety tip that's happening in Abby's box over there?
Oh yeah.
gloves, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Resin does not affect a lot of people, but resin does affect some, and you don't know it's going to affect you until it affects you. So safety first, wearing gloves, you should do, and wearing a mask, especially if you're not in a well-ventilated room. I will tell you that when I was doing this tray, I did touch a little bit onto my hands and I wasn't well ventilated, and I did get an allergic reaction. I got hives on my joints and the joints of my hands, which was really, really good. So just put a fan on, wear some gloves.
Yeah. And I would just recommend the very first time wear a mask and do gloves, just until you know how you react to it, because I've met quite a few people, crafters, who do the tumblers, and they'll tell me that they have to do it out in their garage. I've met people who have to do it out in the garage with a respirator, full like hazmat outfit on, just to do and work with resin. So just know that that is a possibility.
I saw an ad recently for some resin that is like non-toxic resin, and I was like, so that might be something I want to look at. I can't remember
Carrie
what
is our resident,
where it comes from, but I want to find it. What are those?
If there's anything non-toxic, Carrie knows about it.
Facebook knows me well, so.
Yeah.
So we just made it a couple more times and you'll get an ad right away.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna click on it.
All right, here we go.
All right.
We've got some other people joining us. So if you know that we are doing resin pendant necklaces this evening. We are showing you all the tips and tricks you'll need to know on how to do a resin project. So thank you for joining us.
Oh, I should have also said that I'm doing mine straight onto the silicone mat. Very, very helpful if you're going to do this regularly. Have silicone products. The resin doesn't stick to it.
I agree. I was too cheap.
I know, I was gonna do that, and then I just whipped out some foil.
Yeah.
Figured it won't leak through that, so.
Another tip that you're going to need that I don't think that we expressed is you're going to need a heat gun or a hair dryer. So after mixing up the resin in a cups, you might create some bubbles, and you want those you don't want those bubbles to cure in the resin when it dries. So yeah, using a heat gun or a hair dryer will help to dissolve those bubbles.
I'm so excited. This is so cool.
So you
I have to tell you, this little tip thing is like so much easier than mixing that stuff.
oh, I bet.
It's still kind of fun to mix though.
Yeah.
This is I'm just gonna mix all of mine because I actually have the mold that I used last time to make a ring dish. So I think I'm gonna use the whatever I have left here to make that.
I love random.
Yes, I stole that from a friend.
Yes, said friend might want it back eventually.
Yes, but tonight I am using it.
Oh, yes, tonight.
All right.
So when you're doing your resin, if you're using the kind that we're using,
Yeah,
you're gonna want to do equal parts resin hardener.
Okay, so I just learned this really cool trick. So if you are doing these ones that have the no back to them, we're going to use masking tape, and you're going to tape the your pendant to that masking tape. So that is a tip that I didn't know before I researched it. So very cool. So you're just going to put that right on there, and then that's going to alleviate any resin seeping out of that.
yeah.
So
I'm putting the tape on the front side of my pendant.
And then molds actually doesn't have it. It has a backing to it, so I don't have to worry about taping. I'm just gonna pour it into this kind of like you would like a cup. So that's kind of nice.
You want to mix this for what, 2 to 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes, until your arms are going to fall off, and then you should be good.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to point this down. I'm the only one still up. Hello.
Yeah, I'm already adding glitter to my first one here that I put paper in.
So as you can see here, I have my 2 pieces. They are stuck to tape. I'm stuck to tape. I've got 2 little containers here. So I'm going to put equal parts of the resin. You have your A and your B. You're going to do equal parts and then stir. I don't know if my colleagues already told you that. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to measure them out equally in the cups and then pour one into the other and stir. And this is where the magic happens. So here we go. I assume I don't need very much, so I don't want to make too much here. And oh, I do want to say, before I do this, this is another tip that I want to share. I'm going to plan out exactly how I want to press my flowers, because you have very little time once you combine these 2 pieces. Your resin already starts to sort of harden. It's not hardening fully, but it's not gonna be as easy to work with. So you just want to make sure you have all your supplies ready to go.
Unlike me, who's still taping, so.
No, I did the same too. I planned out where I was going to put all my stuff before I started, because I don't know how fast this stuff cures.
Oh yeah, yours might be different too.
Might be even more. And then because we're doing layers, I put a little down. Now I'm putting my dried flowers in, and I use the heat gun to first. Come back. To get the bubbles out so you don't see bubbles on the back side. And you can also use like a little straight pin too if you see a new one pop up. that's what the helpful tips on the back of this resin.
I'm just noticing bubbles in my cup.
Yeah, you
So
can,
hopefully they go away.
you can even use the heat gun on the ones in your cup before you pour. That helps reduce them in your project.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that.
Because I have a ton in
love
my cup.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. My cup is
This
very
is so
bubbly.
neat. I'm so glad you guys are joining us tonight because this is such a wonderful Valentine's Day idea. If you're looking for something that you want to buy anybody special, like a mother, a sister, a daughter, this is a really fun project because you could put in some keepsake items in here. You could do the flowers, and spring is, well, did the groundhog? No, the groundhog
No,
saw
it's
shadow.
probably
So,
winter. Thank God.
it's not gonna be spring just yet, but it will come. And this would look so pretty with like a floral dress. I'm really excited about this. I'm excited to wear it. It just looks so antique. Oh, that is so pretty. I am gonna leave that one just like that. Okay. Sorry, guys. I guess I should have planned this out. I'm very meticulous with how I do some things. So it's kind of hard to decide how to do this one.
Little
Because
bit of resin in.
the triangle one doesn't have very much space.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's what I'm finding too. I think, okay, I've got my little jewels and stuff in here. All right, here goes nothing.
She's going in, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do these sunburst ones. It almost looks like baby's breath. And then I'll do
Wait, I might heat the bubbles out of this a little bit before I pour it. All right, it's gonna get not loud, but
it's about to get real.
Oh my gosh, this stuff hardens so fast.
that's it.
Yeah, it's like done already.
Okay, I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'm hoping my tape is like down well. I think it's on there pretty good. Okay.
I have to share a secret about Carrie. She's always very nervous. This is always, you know, her first time attempting a craft, and then boom, turns out amazing.
Brilliant.
Turns out brilliant. So that just goes to show, don't be nervous about starting a new project. Just go with it, and if it doesn't work out, then try something, tweak it next time you try it. I will say we do something new all the time here at Simply Made Local. Sometimes our crafts we've never attempted before, but we are longtime avid crafters, so we figure it out.
Sometimes things look great, sometimes not so much.
Speaking of looking, if you want to see our end projects, because I know you won't be able to see this in time when it dries. For some of us, Ryan is speeding us up.
We're almost done.
You can check these out. We'll be posting them. We post our finished projects the following Thursday, so the morning of the next live. So these will be on our Instagram and Facebook page at Simply Made Local on next Thursday. And today, if you didn't catch us last week, we made DIY Valentine's Day cards. So if you want to make Valentine's Day cards for your family or get your family involved, because everybody in the family could make these cards, we brought you some inspiration on different ideas that you can do. So we did post that today on our Instagram and Facebook. So you can check that out. Okay, back to Resin.
Two with a flower.
Okay, I've got my 2 jars. I am now mixing.
Okay,
And I am
I'm
mixing the
done.
chopstick.
I'm done.
Woo, that smell. Ugh.
I have to keep that really flat for a very long time.
And I will say another tip that I have when doing the resin jewelry is you want to pour the resin into your piece all the way to the top. And I mean, to the point where you're nervous that it's going to
Yeah.
flow over.
That's what I'm nervous about.
Because if you don't, the jewelry is going to have like a sunken in look by the time that it dries, and it just does not look good. So you almost want that bubble look in the end.
Like,
of it being kind of projected outward.
Isn't that convex versus concave thing?
Concave, yeah.
Oh, you nurse, you.
I know.
In your terminologies. Okay. So I'm just going to give this a good
I should have
stir.
grabbed tweezers.
As you can see,
You know what I
I'm
was
already
using?
seeing-
Eyelash tweezers.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
How am I missing a jewel? This is so strange. I could have sworn I put another one in here. Interesting.
You guys, I think I'm in love with this stuff. Except
this paper.
almost all of mine did seep out the edges. And also I'm gonna have to like trim it off.
Huh.
That might just be
Figure out another
learning.
way to do this.
Okay, so I've never heat gunned inside before pouring. So that won't harden this at all, you guys?
No, it's actually a little bit better if your resin is warmer when you're mixing it, because then it won't get as many bubbles and it'll pour a little bit easier.
Okay, I'm convinced. I will get that heated up. If you are just joining us, thank you so much. We're simplymadelocal.com. We are an online handmade marketplace. We are the 4 ladies behind the scenes, and on Thursday nights, we like to bring you a new tutorial each week. And tonight we are teaching you all the tips and tricks and everything that we know about working with resin. And as you can see, we are making resin pendant necklaces tonight using all different materials. This is the only place where you're going to get 4 tutorials in one video. So thank you for watching. You can see a different project in each square. We're all using different materials. And we're all in the process of pouring right now.
Yeah.
I'm highly concentrating here.
I was able to grab tweezers
Yes.
from where I was sitting.
You can tell when we're all concentrating because it gets very exciting.
So a heat gun is preferable, but if you do not have one, a good hair dryer will do just the same. It already took away almost all the
On low.
Oh, yes, on low.
This is so strange, you guys. I put 2 little green hearts in with my turtle in this necklace, and one of the green hearts is missing, and I'm really weirded out. I have no idea where it went.
I'm sure it's like stuck to the underside of your arm, or you'll find it later.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to it? That's okay.
Yeah,
I'll
I found
see
glitter in the weirdest places before. Like, how did that?
it.
Okay, so my tip is I'm going to pour some resin into my pendant first, and then I'm going to apply the flowers, and then I'm going to top it off with some more resin.
That's kind of what I did with my paper. I did resin, paper, resin, craft the pieces of the foil, and then more resin, more foil.
Yeah, I did for the paper one. I did resin, paper, resin, glitter, and let the glitter soak in. And then the other one, same as you, resin, flowers, resin. One tip I have so far with this stuff is that definitely do the light like 4 more times than you think before you lift it up, because I lifted one of them up and some hadn't hardened on the backside yet, but it's also very forgiving. I just put a little bit more back in and it doesn't, you can't even tell, it looks seamless. But I'm just gonna keep pushing the light.
So I think I'm going to be a rebel and I'm going to grab really quickly. This never works well for me, but I'm impatient and I don't have my hair dryer. I'm going to grab a lighter.
Oh yeah,
Since the
that'll
bottom of mine's metal. So I figure it'll just get really hot.
I just kind of figured
I see
out
lots of people use lighters.
that I just dipped I just dipped the stick that I'm using to kind of help me get everything set. I dipped that in just a little bit of resin and then I put it right onto the flour, and I was able to transfer the flour right into the resin using the tip of my stir stick, which is a chopstick, by the way.
Where did the little jewel go? This is so weird.
Carrie is having a moment.
I'm very frustrated. I wanted 2 jewels in it. Oh well. I'm wondering if the heat gun blew it away.
Probably.
Okay.
All right.
So I know that it's pretty hot. You can't really see the detail of that, but that turned out so pretty. It's just super simple. I love that. So I think I'm good. I'm just going to now top it off.
And I am just slicing off the extra that came off the outside. One of mine.
So weird. I didn't put it away.
That definitely got rid of most of the bubbles.
So I am glad that we did do, that I did heat it out in the cup before doing that, because I don't have very many bubbles and I'm going to lightly heat it. But like I said before, you really, really want to get that resin to the very top of your pendant to almost give it a beveled out look. And I really can't apply the heat gun to it without it spilling over now. So, so yeah, I'm gonna do really soft heat with the hair dryer. Okay, so while I just kind of let that sit, I'm going to move on to my next piece, which is this triangle. And I think that one I'm just going to fill with some of this Starburst and not actually use any, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I. How's it going? How's it going?
I've got 3 little necklaces. I guess I should add.
It's going. Heating it up definitely helps get rid of those bubbles. So I recommend if you have one that has a base to it, the lighter was like the best. Because I didn't have to actually touch any of the stuff on top.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, what is going on here? So I just kind of made a tree. out of my leaves. Maybe I want to do that. Just a tree. Look at it. It's a tree.
Cute. Nice.
Still a little mad about that, Jewel.
I got a bubble in mine. I'm mad.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do flowers behind and do the tree in front because I am a lover of trees. That's what's happening. I'm just going to trim the bottom just a smidge. Cool. Okay, I love happy accidents.
Start calling you Abby Ross.
I know.
Happy little tree. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to make you happy. Okay, pouring my second piece.
We have fun.
All right, gonna just spread that out. So this is the first time I've ever used this tape technique. I am really hoping that this tape does not stick to the back of this resin when I try to pull it off tomorrow.
I know.
I followed the directions on this as to not. It said you didn't have to tape it, just put it directly onto a silicone mat, and it leaked out on all of my pieces. So
yeah, that's what I was worried about. So hopefully
you guys' tape works.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm able to clean it up. It's a pain in the butt.
I was definitely going one direction with this, but I think I'm going to go in a different one now.
All right.
Okay.
That's looking good. Let me just put a little heat on this guy.
Got enough. For my little ring dish, I broke up some leaf petals and kind of scattered them in there and put a big one on the bottom. So I'm hoping this turns out pretty.
Okay. So I am thinking that a lighter is going to be the best bet for this piece. So I will be applying that once I'm done. Now I'm going back to my triangle piece here. I'm going to put my flowers down and then I'm going to apply the tree. Or yeah, flowers down, then the tree. Here we go. Oh, I just blew them all away. How funny. Okay.
I know I blew away my flower there. It is not hard to do. Now I'm like looking for something else too. I have extra.
Get in there. Cool. All right. There's that. And then this one just needs a very tiny piece.
Bubbles.
I think I'm doing some sort of cool science experiment now.
Science, we are. Okay, here we go.
And I can just hear my mother yelling at me, Taylor, Christine, stop playing with fire. But I almost feel like it could use like one more dollop of resin, but I don't. I'm also kind of afraid.
So even with just this starburst, that turned out really cool. I really recommend the little starburst flowers. So now I'm just going to put a little bit more resin down and then I'm going to put the tree in and then top it off. I love this. I cannot wait to give this as a gift for somebody for Valentine's Day. If you're looking for other Valentine's Day gifts, you can go over to our YouTube. Like I said earlier, we've got a ton of DIY tutorials. We have a really fun DIY doormat. If you're looking for a new doormat for the new season for school that's coming up, we have a video that shows you how to make a super cool doormat personalized by yourself for under $5. Where are you going to find that anywhere else? And it's going to be as cool as you want it to be because you made it. So only $5. You will find that on our YouTube channel on how to make that and where to get those supplies for only $5. Also candles. We've done really cool videos doing candles.
Candles.
So if you want to make candles, definitely check that out. Okay, going in with the tree. Ooh, I like it because it made the whole thing kind of green now, and I'm really into the color green. Oh, it won't fit. Fit tree. He's fighting me. He's like, I won't do it. All right, he's in. Going in.
All right. I'm coming up here. I think we're
I know
done.
those little green trees were giving me trouble too. It kept breaking on me.
Finish, Taylor.
I think so. Not really much else I can do to it.
Do.
I really thought this was going to go in a different direction, you guys. Why did I like it? It's just different than what I was expecting.
I'm glad you tried something different. I would have never thought to try Scrapbook Paper. Okay, I'm loving this. I will hold this up so you can see it, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. The other trick that I use, oh, I'm sorry guys, I had this up. I can show you me pressing in that tree. The other trick I use, baby wipes, pretty much because I have a baby, but also because they clean everything up. So I'm going to clean up some of this resin that spilled over, and I'll be done.
We'll see.
All right. That looks so good. Ah, the tree's popping out. He's a fighter.
He's going down swinging.
All right, I think it looks good. Super cool, super interesting.
One of mine's done. Except I have a big old bubble in there. Don't like it, and I gotta wipe it off. But there's one.
Oh my gosh, I cannot get this little star.
All right, so now let me hold this up. I don't even think I have any bubbles in that whatsoever.
I know, one of them.
So it's upside down, but there's that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that turned out great.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that one. And then here is my other piece. If I can get this off my gloves.
Yeah, I don't think you can see them that well from here. I'm too scared to pick these up. I don't want them to like spill.
Yeah, I boiled my resin, so it's still very fluid.
Yeah, mine too. It's like very, definitely not going to be nice to me if I move it around.
All right. So there's that. And I even have like a little bit left over. I should find another mold to fill all that up with because I'm just a mess here. And then I need to get this all out of here because I can already feel it.
Bring things.
Yeah, this just if you have a sensitivity to the smell of the resin, this stuff doesn't have any smell at all. Like I cannot smell it.
Interesting.
Trying to get more bubbles out of this guy.
All right. So I think we're all about done here. So is there any other tips and tricks you guys have for our friends who joined in with us tonight?
I kind of have one. So just something that I kind of learned, if you're going to do something that has a backing like this, and you want to do scrapbook paper, keep in mind that you're going to want to do maybe a layer of resin first and let that harden first before you put your scrapbook paper in, because what happens is the scrapbook paper really floats down to the bottom, and then it's really hard to see your scrapbook paper. So that's kind of what happened to mine, was it kind of sunk down to the bottom and then everything else kind of floated on top, and now I can't quite see what my scrapbook paper is. It might also be because my scrapbook paper is lighter and has like a light floral print on it. So maybe different colored scrapbook paper would help too, but just keep that in mind, that maybe making it sit closer to the surface would help a little bit with that.
Okay,
so that's my tip.
My tip: gloves, mask.
Yeah.
And also, I really recommend this project. This was a lot of fun, and you can get really, really crazy with this project. I was really impressed when I went to Michael's. They had a very large selection of things that were already semi-finished for you, so you didn't have to do it all the way done. Like they even had wood pieces, so that your pieces were like half wood, half resin. Just really amazing stuff. And they have just so many different colors that you can add into your resin, so you can really get beautiful ocean colors, glitters, and all sorts of stuff. So don't let your imagination run wild with these. So definitely recommend that. So we are all finished up here. We are going to head out and finish up this project. Thank you so much for taking the time to join and support us. We're always thankful and happy about that. We hope you join us next week. We will have another craft that we're just dying to break down and show to you. So please join us again here next Thursday, every Thursday on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.